All right, okay, so let's talk about Vibe Plate and how to explain it to patients so they really get it and they want to do it all the time. You know, the worst thing is if someone comes in here and they're like, oh, I don't want to do Vibe Plate, whatever. But the first point is it fires the connection between the brain and the muscles 50 to 60 times per second. So the reason this is important, like they're coming from getting adjusted. That adjustment is a new input to the brain to balance the brain. Now we want to fire that new input over and over and over because we know repetition is what leads to a new pattern or new learning within their nerve system. Okay, so we want to fire that new pattern as much as we absolutely can because of point number 2. That's going to change their posture and it's going to change their x-rays. So we want to be on this. We want to have that posture and x-ray change because we're going to be doing re-exams every 12 visits, and then we're going to be doing a re-x-ray at the end, and we got to have these in here so we can see those results. Now, the other thing that this does is it makes your body involuntary muscle contract, meaning like you don't even have to think about it, but your muscles are contracting like crazy to keep you on the Vibe Plate. If not, obviously you'll fall off. But what that muscle contraction does is it helps build your weight-bearing exercise, which is great for osteoporosis and keeping your bones really strong and healthy. Second thing it does is it fires up what's called your growth hormone. Your growth hormone in your body is kicked off when we do exercise and we work hard, but that's your anti-aging hormone, okay? So again, not aging as fast on this thing. Obviously, it speeds up your metabolism because your muscles are going crazy, and so people that are trying to lose weight, they want to be on here to speed up that metabolism. And one other thing is it releases the happy chemistry. It releases dopamine and serotonin. They're going to want to be on here and they're going to feel great coming off. The other thing is since it makes the muscles fire all the time or contract all the time, it moves lymph through their lymph glands, so it helps their body detox. So that's a big thing there with that involuntary muscle contraction. So they don't even have to think about it. They just have to get on here. All those things are going. The other thing that this is awesome is it causes a 95 to 97% muscle reaction. Meaning, like if you go walk down the street, you have a 40 to 45% muscle reaction from the brain. At this frequency with the Vibe Plate, you have a 90 to 95% muscle reaction. So what that means is everything that's going on and what we're trying to do is like double time. So the results we get in the office, the changes in posture, all those things are doubled by getting on the Vibe Plate. And the most important thing is that this fires these little receptors in our muscles all the time, so that helps amazingly with balance and coordination. So with young people, balance and coordination is going to transfer into sports and hand-eye coordination type of things. As we get a little older, obviously balance and coordination prevents tons of falls. And when we get really old, you know, if we fall, break a hip, that's a bad thing. We don't want any of those. So again, retraining, you know, makes the brain fire back and forth 50 to 60 times per second. So it retrains that new neurological pattern that we just put in with the adjustment, which is going to speed their posture change and their x-ray change, which is going to make their muscles, you know, contract all the time, which leads to the anti-aging and the metabolism and the happy hormones and getting their bone density up. Again, the fast muscle response that's going to lead to balance and coordination. So everyone's going to want to be on these things.